Holy pixie, own it flow like this. Holding flow in this dress, more of this rip, till the moment we get, till you're narrow in the space you walk. And then I said something, a shot of an arrow, son, it would arc, like it's a rainbow bug. That's the mist, and that's when the light would reflect. I didn't know it had gas emissions, some type of gas. No, it's a mist. That pop mist went above my head. Cuckoo clocks or clocks that need washing dark with some cloth that we got laying around. Does the job. Dust this off the fog, because then the fog sway was still happening when we having fun and not just holding up the wall. Worm the soul, the worm the soul, because then the some of all had the dim some involved. What you dip is some, and would you if you could type shit. Then I go and give you pit on bait because you ain't a doggy kid, you don't get a pit on head. Maybe an inch ahead, a yardstick from a yard sale, bitch. I say a lot of those, a lot of nonsense in the yarn stitch. That's when the yarn went, and more of that army off because the sun be hot. You could give it a touch and burn your finger off if you want. Just get closer, like a blimp enclosure for yo was an enclosure for show. And with the fence that I put up, erected with these two hands, and direct how this went to all the dim actors and actresses, I guess. And then another one of them axes just fell on the sub. You called the it. I called it how I saw it, dog, and I called it with a split. Like this was coffers, bitch, and the coffers they went as the coffers were pissed, because then you would have passed over there with the blood on the front of the stoop of the door, because then the steps would have fallen like a slinky would have went when you dawned. That's when you dawned, that's when it dawned on you, dog, that I was sick when I talked. I'm just a bar, I sound like one, cause there's a lot of truth that rings in this. All those canals, because then all would just pause. When the grass would come off, touch our souls, our tennis shoes were wrong. This is a soldier that's sitting, drink some seltzer that's mixed with some type of sweet, so it's better than just seltzer by itself, I guess. Self-centered bread, won't you get back a ping pong ball and swallow dogs? You're gonna be dead and sick. Suffocation sets in and your esophagus bits in the softer regions of where the softball would hit the stick that we got from the vlog when it's cut from the rest. A stream that's not connected bits. You see, a tree looks just like it does on the upper part as it does on the bottom, dog. But what does that have to do with it at all? I don't know, I just thought I'd just sneak a little factual stuff so you can get it for later on. Who knows? Maybe there'll be a function where you can win an award if you just know how a fucking tree grow. Probably forgo, like it skipped your dough, like it's a rope across the pole. Maybe I could just itch a spot for Rousseau's to get a load for Rosette, like usually they don't. Maybe I just want to get like the dodo and say for you what I thought. What it was a river, dog, with a raft that flow with a stick that's long. Maybe the lords of the bitch I want, so let's bend her over what been chopped and carved. That was a table round for CEOs to just talk about the flows of you know who with a finger above. Blake Shelton's gonna kick in your head and then say this again if the sentences said they make sense when the sensei would've did. Another one like he's sensing that bitch, more sensible rib. This was a fiction too. Maybe it just wants to play fetch with you. A frisbee I toss, like 2 dogs involved. Let's see which gets there first type stuff. And if they fall with the claws, and then what's in that side of them jaws? Inside with my toe. Maybe an invoice that you get in your mailbox, dog. And a fucking fresh that I said like was picked from y'all. Because it's a whole bunch of pedals involved. Don't let them welt and fall off. Whatever you do on walls, I just want to socket wrench another one of these come on ins before you get drenched. The throw will come on a dust bowl that wanna have more of these flows, because then you can see, you can mince like a sip, and you're convinced I'm the best. Boom! Roll a blade to my necks, and then I could go and break some necks, because then I would have been the bass that kicks. These are the speakers that live. These are the ladies that live it, forsake it. Would you just come in for my relentless that sit it? They were gentlemen. I knew this. Somewhere down, everyone is good warm-natured something, because then I could find that paw, pull it out. But I guess not in one. That's a 91, because then you would have sold. All the targets were lit like this was a game that you played in the 80s in arcade. Well, you say it that way so I can spree the part of the breed, because it's an osprey that sprayed his payload he took from the base, because then I could up my pace with all that I say. Rest in peace, you bitch, because then the P's and P's will get split. All of this was all for a reason, bitch, another split for the bone. As trace of gold, because then the mo would have popped this dough and see what's going on. Yes, this was convincing dough when I spit, because in Dolby is best. This is what supply the airways for membranes to get more membranes inside of them veins, because then I could say what you wanted to hear. For once, for a small dog perhaps, for a small dog that stacks, yes. Cortical rip and a portical red, because then there's a gold one that would glow inside of your chest. That's his hope. Welcome me for that trespass, because then the transgressions were rolled. All of this pro that you would need was in the pudding with spoon. So maybe the pull to the mo with the boat that you pull like it's some luggage you hold, and maybe the airports you go, because you can't run away from yourself no matter how you try the steps as to procedure rip, see to it. Maybe the cedar was split with some more that I kiss like it's lightning from cloud. That'll do the trick. As it is, needs a hazmat thing, and then I fucking said that like I meant it for once. An alchemist with rip, something I'll mix I smoke when I did, because then the bubbles release like soda me up like a can. This is what the tab would hold. The tablets roll that were made of gold. My flows were so I flagged me ohms and feather rope into something that soothe and tickle your soul. Cause that's what we want. A paraphrase, some more this gray, a pair of these, a pair of shoes, a Nike too, with a nylon hoop, and that would do it. Piggy? Charlotte's Web. Charlotte's a fine name for a bitch. Bend that bitch. Then take that bitch. Take her all the way. Charlotte's a fine name for a bitch. Bend that bitch. Then take that bitch. A fine name. Finally then. When we would say absinthe rap, absinthe